Hey guys, welcome in. So this is going to be my reaction to God of War Ragnarok trailer as we just finished Ragnarok and I am absolutely in love with it. I love the storytelling, the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. The combat was so fun and just the right amount of difficult. So I'm very excited to see exactly how Santa Monica Studios is going to continue the plot that they have presented to us with Atreus, the son of a Greek god, being Loki. Very excited to see how they work that in and exactly where Kratos and Atreus, or Loki, we're still going to call him Atreus, choose to go after having just killed Baldur, triggering Fimbulwinter, which triggers Ragnarok, the death of the gods, the Norse gods. So we're going to jump right into the trailer, and I'm going to see if I can, what important points I can pick out and see exactly where this might be going. So let's hop right into it. I'm gonna do my best to remain quiet until the end. We'll see how that works. That's my boy.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
we do not know what Mother wanted.
Mimir.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands,
You're
who's dead?
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in. What in all yarns be the happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No!
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Here!
You do find
Are you
him.
coming with us?
We'll get your
Oh,
answer soon enough.
Acrobota.
Well, some of them.
Okay.
PlayStation.
So many things. So many things. First off, I did not expect her to be a character. Agrabota is the mother of Loki's three most prominent kids, Hel, Jormungandr, and Fenrir. I did not expect to see her. But it's interesting because this absolutely means that we're exploring more of who Loki is and who he will become. Oh, I'm so happy she's here and to see how she integrates in the story. Okay. Starting from the beginning, my boy's gotten so big. It's been, what, 3 years based off of the time skip you get if you go back home, that little after credit scene type deal? Our boy's grown up a little. I want to know what that is he's
The
holding.
prophecies say
I would like to know what it is he's holding. I assume it's important. Don't know where they got wolves from. I assume it's the boy's ability to speak to animals. He made new friends. That's okay. The boy needs friends. So we have 2 wolves now. Freya has found her fighting spirit. Don't know where Odin hid it, but she's got it back. The Queen of the Valkyries is back in the game. Oh, the tear marks. Her tattoos have faded as well. Something that I did notice in the first game was that as we got to know her better and as she came to the conclusion that she was going to try to make peace with her son, her tattoos got a lot darker and her color palette got lighter. But now we see her in a darker color palette once again. The tattoos have faded. I don't exactly know what that means for her character, but it's certainly interesting. We don't know what Faye or Lufey would have wanted. I didn't pick up on that until the very end, that Faye stood for Lufey. Mimir, always happy to see him. So happy that they kept him around. I mean, he's the decapitated head, so it's not like you could just... I mean, you could just leave him somewhere, but that wouldn't be right. He's so nice and helpful, and we love Mimir. It's going to be wild to explore the Lake of the Nine as it's frozen over and have the sled rather than the boat. Something else that I was noticing, and this could just be like a wild stretch, but because Mimir was talking about Odin has tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared consider, and then the focus on these 2 crows, and I think even Kratos is kind of looking at them. I'm wondering if this is Hugin and Munin. Am I even pronouncing that right? Hugin and Munin? Their names translate to thought and memory, and they're Odin's 2 main pet crows, and they really do serve as his eyes throughout the realm. So I'm wondering if these are just 2 random crows, but having these 2 right here and there being 2 of them, could be Hugin and Munin, could be just 2 random crows.
Haven't dared to consider.
what if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr?
This absolutely has to be the realm of the dwarves, because it's one of the few realms that we were not able to see. And plus, aren't these dwarves? Yeah, these are.
Keen on seeing he wasn't found.
Oh, I'm so excited to see this realm and for there to be like this town setting. I want to explore the town. I love town settings in games. Sindri, it's always good to see him, and Brock. We love these 2. Don't know who this is, but I'm assuming some type of merchant given all the random stuff that he has. And I love the octopus, he's cute. So many new enemy types. So many old enemy types that came back. They're here somewhere, the low dark elves. Kratos can't catch a break when it comes to being attacked in his own home. I did see this colorful rainbow beam of light that dropped an enemy in. And I don't know if that means that we're getting enemies out of Asgard now, and Asgardian enemies are being dropped in, because I would assume that this rainbow of light could possibly be them coming in from Asgard, because we know the road to Asgard is a rainbow bridge. So I don't know if that's exactly what that is, but that's what I'm going to go with until I'm proven wrong. No idea what this is. It looks cool. Giant alligator lizard. Centaurs. Dark elves. And light elf. The mask gave it away. The very first sand bowl puzzle that I think we ever do on the way up to the mountain. Is it up to the mountain or when you go get the chisel? I think it's up to the mountain. That very first sand bowl puzzle, there are 2 light elf statues with these masks side by side. So oh yeah, and we're definitely in Alfheim. This is absolutely Alfheim. So I don't know what happened with the light elves where they just were no longer thankful that we saved their temple. And yeah, light elf, dark elf, dead light elf. I'm assuming these are light elves just based on the mask and the swords. we could be getting an actual explanation to exactly what the Dark Elf General, was he a general or a king? He was the Dark Elf boss that we fought on the way out of Alfheim. When Kratos finally killed him, he said that we had made a grave mistake by helping the Light Elves, and Kratos brushed it off. I noticed it, but also I brushed it off because I hate fighting Dark Elves. They're just so annoying. Their evasion style is just terrible to have to deal with compared to all the other enemies that take an offensive stance. But this could finally be an answer to exactly what that Dark Elf boss was talking about when he said that the Light Elves weren't the good guys. And we kind of got an understanding of that when, I don't think I recorded this actually. Yes, I did. When we took Mimir back to Alfheim the very first time, Mimir made it known that there really was no difference between the Dark Elves and the Light Elves, and they were both at fault, and just a lot of their history had been lost over time, so no one really understood their conflict. It was just that they were constantly at conflict, and people accepted that. So maybe now that the Light Elves are an enemy type, we'll get more of an answer to exactly what their motives are and how they play into the story, rather than just seeing the Dark Elves as enemies because they were one of the more annoying bosses and enemy types that you had to fight in the first game. More enemy types. Summons. I want Ratatoskr back, and I want him to have new voice lines. And I want him to just be as salty with life and hate my guts as much as he did in the first game. That just made my whole existence to just summon him and have him be so upset about it. Good old Tyr. So tall. There's so many different renditions of myths now, but I do think one of the more popular ones was that Tyr's mother was a giant. And even in the murals in his temple, he was a tall guy. And of course, Agraboda again. I'm very happy that she's here to explore more of Loki's story in itself outside of Ragnarok. So many things. I am so excited for this game. I was absolutely in love with the first one, still am. I think it's beautiful the way the story was told, the combat was amazing, and I just look forward to seeing exactly where Santa Monica Studios takes this, and to see if they follow it up and go into a different mythology and pantheon next. But very cool. I did look up the release date before starting this, and I'm still getting like a general 2022 release date, so if anyone has anything that's more specific, let me know. And if anyone caught things that I did not, also please let me know. But yeah, very happy I watched this, very excited for this game. I cannot wait to jump right back into this story. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, and I hope you'll join me again for when we hop back into the world of Kratos and God of War. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be seeing you very soon. Bye.